Hey guys, Ultra Prime here. Welcome back to more GTA 5 Online. Now today's build, we're going to be making the Mystery Machine from the 2002 Scooby Doo movie. As you can see, I have my own Shaggy outfit here. Even got the hair and the goatee. So this is actually like the closest look I can do for Shaggy. And the car I'm going to be using is on the San Andreas Superados 4-door. And you're going to go to the Bravado Youga Classic, which is available for $195,000. Now, alternatively, you can also go to the Benny's website. It is available on there as well, but we're not going to upgrade it to the Benny's variant. All right, let's do it. Let's make the build, Scoop. Yeah, I can't do this Shaggy voice. That's a terrible Shaggy voice, I'm sorry. Okay, so as stated before, no Benny's upgrade, so you can just completely skip that. Now, as usual for these builds, I'd like to do max performance upgrades, which for this car in particular, I highly recommend because this is a very slow vehicle. So make sure you do max performance for this. So max armor, max brakes, a chassis. The car didn't have any sidestep in the movie, so you can just leave it stock. For the engine tunes, I highly recommend max that out. Now for the exhaust, according to the actual reference photo I have, I don't see any exhaust on it. So I'd say to save money, just leave it stock. A horn doesn't really matter. Lights, you can just leave that stock. The car didn't have a neon kit, so you can just leave that off. Now, livery is the most important part, and it's going to be Surf's Up, which is actually a direct reference to the Mystery Machine. So make sure you have that on. Plate. So the license plate is going to be yellow on blue, and the plate itself is Mist Ink. That's the same plate from the movie. Respray. So the respray is actually complicated because the only way you can make it to remotely similar is just do crew color. But since I usually don't use crew colors, the closest color that I can find is going to be a classic surf blue. Now look, like the regular blue is completely wrong. It's too dark. Same with these blues. So your best bet is to do surf blue. That's going to be good. At least my personal opinion is going to be the closest for the color there to the Surf's Up blue. And for the secondary color is also surf blue. The tertiary colors. Now, it does have like modifications that they can put on with this color, but on this build it doesn't show it. So you can just leave that stock, whatever this is. Now the crew emblem is just no crew emblem. I think a missed opportunity for Rockstar's part is that they could have just like put the crew emblem on like the side here as like a Mystery Machine reference. Though I suppose that they probably couldn't because of like copyright and all that. And for the roof, just gonna leave it stock. Of the skirts, you can do the arch extensions. Suspension, just leave it stock. Of the tailgates, just gonna leave it stock. The Mystery Machine itself doesn't have a spare tire. Well, it does have a spare wheel, but it's out the front, not the back. And since we're doing the one from the movie, we're just gonna leave that stock. Max transmission, max turbo, because it's terrible. Wheels. Now, the closest wheels I can find is under muscle, chrome rims, Dukes. Those I'd say is going to be the closest. Now, you could also do revolver, but it has too many holes in it. It has like 6 instead of the regular 5 that's on the car. So Duke's there. Bulletproof tires if you want. I'll always recommend those. And finally, window tints is none. And there you have it. Let's solve a mystery. So the reason why I chose this as this build to do a video on it is because actually one of the actors from the movie, the actor who played Shaggy in the movie, Matthew Lillard, at the time I'm making this video, he actually has like a major resurgence. Like he's in the live action Five Nights at Freddy's movies. He's like in the most recent Scream movie. He's even part of like a special guest star spot on a Daredevil Born Again season 2. But not only that, but Matthew Lillard is actually like the current voice of Shaggy. Like even approved by the original voice actor Casey Kasem himself. Like even Casey Kasem himself approved of Lillard. So that's how you know that he's the real deal. All right. Before we do that, let's just open the doors. As you can see, here's the front seat. Here's the back seat. There's the trunk. And there's the engine, which is just your ordinary 2013 looking engine. Even though this car was released, let's see, when was it released? It was released during the Bikers update, so it's like a pretty old car for it being part of the Bikers update. All right. Let's see if there's any other additional upgrades we can do. Okay. So, no HSW, of course. But low grip tires. Okay, so pretty much the same exact upgrades as like as all the others. All right. Yeah, so back to Matthew Lillard. You see, so from what I've seen for like the interviews that he does and like fan meetups, he seems like a really nice guy. All right. I'll just go back to my office so we can just end the video. So now you guys see what I mean. Why I highly recommend and like the max performance upgrades for this, because it's just horrible here. All right. There you have it. That's the Mystery Machine from the 2002 Scooby Doo movie. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. See ya.